You know, there's special days and then there are special days. I mean, I know it's Wednesday, so that means we living in Doggy Dog's world. But your boy's back in the house. It ain't like I'm on the road. I'm in the house. I'm here in studio in New York City, okay? Shay's in the house doing her thing. Doggy's in the house doing his thing. And I had Mike Wilbon a couple of weeks ago with Doggy. And look who I got today with Doggy. Big Perks in the house. What's up, man? What's up, man? What we gonna do, man? That's what I'm talking about. This is what it is. First takes in the house. Holla.
Wembanyama has the ball a lot and is doing a lot. Wembanyama got 16 of their 24. Wemby's back. High archer is good. Took it and made it. Wow.
You make me feel
18-point hole they have dug out of. 2 feet for the dunk. 7 straight for the Spurs. 1 win from the Western Conference Finals.
Merci beaucoup, my friend.
Good morning, everyone. Hello. Welcome to First Take. Everybody is at the table today.
Hey.
I like this jam. Coldplay. Coldplay. Y'all didn't know something about that, Shay, did you?
I knew.
I said you didn't think I knew
I didn't.
about Coldplay.
I know for certain you don't. You know what song this is?
I don't. Coldplay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Give it away. Let's go to San Antonio last night. Wemby. Hello, Wemby. Welcome back to playoff basketball. How about the Spurs? They pulled ahead in this series against the Timberwolves last night. Thanks, of course, to Victor Wembanyama. He had 18 points in the first quarter alone. Wemby made his presence known in first action since being ejected in the second quarter of Game 4. He totaled 27 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, and 3 blocks, just for good measure. Spurs win in dominating fashion, 126-97. Here was Wemby after the game.
I was fresh. Feeling good, but honestly, it's hard to tell if it was just Game 5. Obviously, I'm going to be excited. I'm going to have butterflies, so excitement is not something abnormal at this point in the playoffs.
Tonight, some of the stuff that Wemby was doing, you don't really have too much of an answer for it. Just kind of hope he misses. But he came out high, he made a bunch of shots. We got to get back, get matched up, just game plan mistakes that we keep making, and it's too late in the series to make these mistakes.
You said he came out fresh. Wemby was fresh. That is for certain last night. Okay, what kind of statement did Wemby make last night?
He just basically what we've been saying about him, that he's the future of the league. That this is a guy that he's ascending. He's not diminishing. He's not stagnant. He's just that special. To know that he got ejected, that people were anticipating that it was possible that he was going to be suspended for Game 5, that did not happen. And you was expecting, like the Draymond Greens of the world and others alluding to, basically by the NBA not suspending him, you're basically sending word out, all right, so this is how we're going to play it, so let's go forward. He came out there anticipating that Minnesota was going to be in his face and was going to try to ruffle his feathers or whatever. And he sent a message immediately. I'm not having it. I'm that dude right now. And I don't understand. Certainly, I respect the hell out of Coach Finch. Please don't get me wrong. I really, really do. Had the pleasure of interviewing him on SiriusXM just a few weeks ago. But I don't understand why he's got Rudy Gobert in ISO situations with Wemby at any time, Big Perk. I just don't get it because it seems abusive. I mean, it just is. And then the other thing that we have to point to is Julius Randle being the no-show that he has been over the last 4 games. Mm-hmm. I mean, right now, you a New York Knick. You saying, I'm happy we got Karl Anthony Towns. You the Minnesota Timberwolves. I'm like, I might have needed that brother pulling up from 3, with Rudy Gobert on our front line. We would have had a better chance because right now, Julius Randle's just not getting it done. I love him, but he's just not getting it done. But in the end, in terms of Wemby is a superstar. He's one of the preeminent faces in the league. He's only 22 years of age, and he sent a message last night. He's not going anywhere, that the road to prosperity in the National Basketball Association for years to come is going to have to come through him.
Well, first off, why is anybody surprised? He was going to come out and play great. He had 18 points in the first quarter. We know how great he is. He was obviously disqualified, rightfully so, and he should have played last night, rightfully so on that too. You knew he was going to come out and play great. But let's remember this too, to be fair. The game was 61-61, okay? And Minnesota had the ball. And the kid made the 3 in the corner to make it 64 campaigning. I can't remember. He makes the kid in the corner, makes it 64-61, and then they took off from there. So despite his tremendous first quarter, which was a great first quarter, it was 34-30 after one, and the game was 61-61, and they were down by 18 in the third quarter, and they went crazy right out of the gate, the T-Wolves did, and the game got to be 61-61. So I understand how great he is. He's a wonder. He's going to win championships. I understand that. But Perky, you're not surprised that he was going to come out after getting disqualified and they lost, that he was going to come out and be big in the first quarter, and even the fact that he was big, they still needed guys making shots at 61-61 in the third quarter. So maybe a touch overrated the impact of the game. Let me hear.
Maybe a touch overrated.
The impact of the game.
Oh, for us who?
Wembanyama.
You okay, Mad Dog?
It was 61-61.
Listen, bro. Listen.
He had 9 points in the last 3 quarters.
No. It's not just about the points, okay? It's not just about the points. You know what last night showed me? A few things. Number one, he's the most dominant player in the NBA. Giannis, Jokic, whomever, move the hell aside. We have never seen a player that dominates like he does on both ends of the floor. Okay, that's number one. Number two, it's Wemby's world, and everyone's trying to get an apartment in it. That's where we at this point. The league belongs to him. That was the statement that he said last night. It wasn't just to the Minnesota Timberwolves. That statement was sent to the rest of the league. I know OKC watching, rooting for the Minnesota Timberwolves. I guarantee you that, because they don't want to face that smoke. Another thing that was brought to my attention because of that performance, just when I thought that Giannis, since he's been hurt, Jokic, right, we've seen a decline a little bit over the past few years, I thought American basketball was catching back up. And then all of a sudden, Wemby comes along in this postseason, and last night in particular, and shows us that no, it still belongs to the international players. The international players has completely taken over our league. It belongs to them. When you look at our last 6-7 MVPs, SGA, Nikola Jokic, Joel Embiid, Nikola Jokic, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and now we got this dude. There's no hope for us to take over our league in it. No, there's no hope whatsoever, at least for the next 10 years, for us to get our league back, because Wemby is going to be the best player on the floor, on both ends of the floor, for the next decade.
But one person does not make the community. In other words, Wemby can be Wemby. He can be every bit that what you're saying, and I agree with you. But if a whole bunch of Ant-Mans show up, for example, then you know what, you're still in good stead if you're American basketball players. That's all I'm saying about that, even though Wemby may be that dude. There's another thing that I wanted to bring up. First of all, I'm surprised, pleasantly, that you are of the mindset, I mean, being the curmudgeon that you are,
right,
for you to sit up there and say Wemby should not have been suspended for Game 5.
No way.
He should have played last night. I'm very shocked. I'm pleasantly
really? You're surprised? I thought that way? He got kicked out of Game 4. That was enough.
You're the kind of person that would say that they throw him out of the game. So I'm shocked. But that's good. That's good. Here's the other thing that I want to say. I thought the San Antonio Spurs won this series, winning Game 3. I know they still got 2 games to go. I don't see Minnesota winning this series. And the reason I don't see Minnesota winning this series is because the opportunity to me was Game 3. You sit up there.